Good morning, Eagle Nation. It is Thursday, the 20th of January. It is the 99th day of school. Wherever you may be, please stop, please stand. Let us rise together for this morning's Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Before you are seated, if you care to join me, if you have it in you to join me, please do so. And let's knock out 10 of these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're just getting warmed up. The song you just heard was Back in Black. It was dedicated by Sapphire to everyone because she said everybody should have fun. Thank you, Sapphire, for that song dedication. And I think if you look around, especially in middle school, 7th and 8th graders, look around. How many people are wearing black? Well, AC/DC is on your side. It's a good color, and you guys look good in black. Today is going to be a great day. It's a Thursday. We're going to kick it off by taking our essay, because I've gotten several more that have arrived. Tomorrow's the last day, remember. You have till the end of the day tomorrow. But essays are being turned in at a variety of different grade levels. And tomorrow's the day. Kindergarten turned theirs in too. Check it out. They made a book. So we look forward to reading your arguments, the most compelling arguments you can come up with. But today we're going to take what it is that we have done, and the model that we were using yesterday was with Spider-Man, and we're going to synthesize our three reasons, our three best arguments, and synthesize and summarize them into a concluding paragraph. Looks like this. We said yesterday all these things. We said Spider-Man is stronger than Batman. That's reason number one, right? Strength. And then we went and gave an example. For example, he punched Hulk into space. And then we gave a warrant or told why that mattered. This matters because Hulk is bigger than Batman. And if he can do that to the Hulk, he can do it to Batman. Second reason, Spider-Man is more agile than Batman. For example, he can crawl upside down and on walls. This matters because it can allow him sneak attacks. Spider-Man has incredible powers. For example, he can sling webs and he has spidey sense. And then I left that for you to give the warrant yesterday. So our job today is to actually summarize and synthesize and basically say all the same stuff again, but say it in maybe different words. This is why vocabulary matters, why vocabulary can be helpful. Because you know different shades of meaning or have different words you might be able to use. So for today, our goal is to write a conclusion, and then tomorrow we'll write an introduction, tie this whole thing up with a nice bow, and turn it in. Here we go. We want to basically say something that kind of generalizes what we've done. And so I'm going to use the phrase, it is important to note. You could use that phrase too. It is important to note. And then you fill in the blank. Important to note what? What's important to note? So for this conclusion, we're going to say, it is important to note that. What's important to note? It's important to note that these two superheroes may never face off. Right? They may never do that. And we'll make it look nice and pretty later. Thankfully, they're here to protect us from evil. That's another generalization to remind our audience or our readers. Thankfully, comma, they're here to protect us, or I should say not just us, maybe the world, from evil, period. All right, we're already 2 sentences into our conclusion. Now we need to take those three reasons and put them all together. So we're going to do a pivot here, and when you write, you can pivot by using a word like however. So we already said it's important and that they're probably never going to do this. Let's pivot. However, keyword there. comma, because it's an introductory word, if it were to come to pass. In other words, if it were to happen. Yes, tell us what would happen if it were to come to pass. Spider-Man, because this essay was about Spider-Man, would clearly defeat, let's use defeat, it's a stronger word than beat, would clearly defeat Batman. I know some of you disagree, but you're going to turn in that essay if you disagree with this. Spider-Man would clearly defeat Batman, and then we tell why. This is a key word here also, because, and we already said all the reasons why, but when you conclude something, you just say them again in shorter words. You synthesize and summarize. Because of his superior, remember what we said, because of his superior, he's stronger, more agile, and he has incredible powers. Stronger, more agile, incredible powers. Because of his superior strength, related to being strong, comma, agility, comma, and what did we say? And his incredible powers. And then we can play with those if we wanted to substitute words that mean the same or about the same. Powers. Period. At the end. And that's it. You have a simple conclusion. It's 3 sentences long. Let's read the whole thing, because remember, writing is just organized thought. And if you can think it, you can say it. If you can say it, you can get the information down to your arm, to your pen, to type it in, put it up there, and then read it back to yourself, because the best writers read their writing over and over and over. It is important to note that these two superheroes may never face off. Thankfully, they're here to protect the world from evil. However, if it were to come to pass, Spider-Man would clearly defeat Batman because of his superior strength, agility, and incredible powers. There you have it. That's our conclusion. Tomorrow we'll write an introduction, and that will be that for this particular essay contest, and we can look forward to the next one. With that, let's get to some words of wisdom so you can get to the business of teaching and learning. Today is on the topic of respect, and even more precisely, respect in terms of asking for help. It's not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of wisdom. Have you ever caught yourself thinking that older people are real dinosaurs? You know, too old to know what's really going on now? Maybe you should think again. Older people can be very smart and wise and understanding. Nobel Prize winning scientist Luis Alvarez and his son had the idea that the dinosaurs became extinct when a great meteor hit the Earth. By working with each other and sharing ideas, father and son created a very important scientific theory. Dr. Alvarez's son appreciated how wise and how smart his father was, and because he did, they did something wonderful together. In China, there's a saying that goes like this: to succeed, consult 3 old people. To succeed, consult 3 old people. To consult with someone means to ask for their advice. Are you faced with a problem? Remember this Chinese wisdom and try consulting 3 people who are older and wiser than you. With something to think about, this is Mr. Lodato. Mask up today. Keep your distance. Remember to add 6 inches to a foot. Stay in your zone, your cohort. Keep your cell phones put away unless you have explicit permission. And then make it a great day. A day that's back in black. Or not. The choice is yours.